It's Thursday, February 10th, and what I thought here I'd do, it's 11 o'clock in the morning, is just kind of go down one of the watch lists I have and just point out what's developing in each of the stocks. I posted a video earlier in the morning of a Microsoft trade I made, a long trade that was a mistake, and you can look at that one and see the way I described it. But what I wanted to do is just go through the list and show you the stocks that would have been the appropriate long trades to take. Again, I'm not watching all of these. I don't catch all of them, but in this case, I just wanted to go back. And since I bought Microsoft, you can see here, this is Apple at the moment. You know, it's below the midpoint of yesterday. It's below yesterday's close. It's below the overnight action. And this was kind of what Microsoft was doing. So I wouldn't normally buy a stock in this condition. Same thing with Apple here. So I just want to show you the stocks that did have the appropriate, openings for what I'd normally look for. This happens to be the daily chart, but I'm just showing how this is below the midpoint of yesterday. But if I zoom into the last 2 days of 15-minute charts as I go through this list, you'll see if it's above the midpoint of the prior day, above the overnight action, and above the close, and that first 15-minute bar starting up strong. So that's what I'm looking for as I browse the list. Let me zoom it in here, and then I'll just go one by one quickly, just to show you the stocks that really were more appropriate to look to buy if you were looking to buy today. Apple, no. AbbVie, no, because the 15-minute chart, the first bar opened up below everything. So here's a good one, Airbnb. You can see the first 15-minute chart exploded higher, right above, overnight high, or to the overnight highs, above the close, above the midpoint of yesterday, and then it followed through nicely. So these are the types of stocks you're really looking to buy early, or if you miss it, maybe buy that first pullback to the 50% and head higher. Not like the Microsoft trade that I showed earlier. So this is no good, obviously. Affirm, kind of below the overnight high, so I wouldn't do it. Again, below overnight highs. You can see a lot of stocks were gapping down, and that's why you're not looking at them, So I'm just trying to, this is how you could, apps would have looked good. That first 15-minute bar looked like it went right to the 15-minute high in the close, so that follow through on bar number 2 would have been good. No. Yeah, Boeing would have been a great trade today. Again, just showing you how when you look for this methodology over and over, even though this was gapping down, this had the strong 15-minute bar above everything, and then it followed through nicely. And that's what you're looking for, and I missed a bunch of good ones today, and that's kind of what I'm showing you here. And why, again, that Microsoft trade was really something that I knew in my heart was a mistake and I shouldn't have taken. So that's, I won't go through them all, but that's kind of what I tend to do. This is obviously nothing. Yeah, this is a nice trade here. Blink, you can see again. This it didn't even gap down much compared to the others. Strong day yesterday, overnight action sideways, 15-minute bar, first one above everything, and then it follows through. So, okay, I'll just stop it here. But this is type of thing, I wouldn't have, some of these stocks did move up from their open, but I wouldn't have taken them because they're kind of below the midpoint of yesterday and below the close and below the overnight highs on that first bar. This is the type of thing, where if it does head up, and you might want to buy the first pullback if you feel strongly about the stock context-wise, something like that. This one, it went up beyond meat, but it was on the second bar, not the first one, so you can skip it. Cat had kind of a red to green, it looks like. No, this one, yeah, that was the first bar. So this is a very nice trade again. Again, just showing you how the good trades have the same type of price action early on that you're looking for. And that's why you want to stick with these. This one would have been a nice one to get into too. So again, why I was not focused on some of these and looking elsewhere, I don't know, but just one of those mornings. And now, I'll get back on track and go forward. But I just thought I'd kind of go through this exercise just to show you again that you want to stay consistent with your approach. That's the key to everything. And actually, there were a bunch of good long trades today if you would have been watching the right stocks.